I don't know about you, but I've spent most of my life making the same mistakes with weight loss over and over again, and I just wish somebody would have shared with me what I'm about to share with you. Welcome back to Shredders Connect. I'm Catherine Kyle, and today I'm sharing what nobody tells you about weight loss so you can avoid the mistakes that I've made. Mistake number 1. Healthy eating just isn't going to cut it when it comes to weight loss. Yes, eating healthy is very important for your overall health to get in the nutrients that you need and also to fill you up so you can add a massive bulk of food to your meal. But people think if they just start eating healthy that the weight is going to fall off, and it might work for the first week, but after that it's just not going to be enough. You have to focus on the calories. Everybody has their own unique calorie budget, which is the amount of calories that you can eat per day to lose weight. And you have to stick to this, otherwise the weight just isn't going to come off because you can easily overeat on healthy food. And I have put together a free guide that tells you exactly how many calories you need to eat for weight loss, and it'll take you seconds to discover it. See the link below. Mistake number 2. Exercise can be a complete distraction when it comes to weight loss. So many people think that they've gained weight because they've got less active, and that is not true at all. Exercise doesn't burn as many calories as you think it does, and if you want to know more about that, go and watch my full video on that topic. But your body will overcompensate for the extra calories that you burn through exercise, so it doesn't always result in weight loss. And the thing about exercise is, yes, it's very important for your health, but if you only have limited time per day and you want to get a good weight loss routine started, filling that time slot with exercise is not going to serve your needs better. What I suggest you do is you use your free time slot to plan your weight loss in terms of what you are going to be eating. If you focus on planning, sticking to your calorie budget, this is going to be a much better use of your time. Then you can get into routines and the exercise can come later when you're already established with your weight loss habits. Mistake number 3, not putting in enough effort at the start of your weight loss journey. In my last video, I talked about how habits are critical to weight loss. Once you've got established with your habits, then the weight loss can be automatic, but you have to put in the effort up front. That means you need to do some planning and organization. You need to plan your calories. You need to establish your weight loss goals. You need to look at your timescales, your start dates, your end dates to your shreds. Plan your food, plan your shopping, track your weight. Take your progress photos, reflect on how your weight loss is going on a weekly basis. And if you want some weight loss templates that will help you get started with your weight loss journey, I have a great range of templates in my weight loss store, Shredders Connect. Mistake number 4 is thinking that if you don't notice the fact that you've eaten something, then it doesn't count. But unfortunately, it still counts. A lot of people that I know will just go through their day saying, I've hardly eaten anything. I don't understand why I'm gaining weight because I haven't even had any meals today. But what they're doing is they're just going and snacking on food constantly. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it doesn't even register in the brain that they've eaten something. That's why it's critical to plan your meals and track your meals and eat your meals that you've planned, because it registers in the brain that you've eaten that food. Do this at the weekend as well. Plan your weekend foods. Plan your treats. Don't switch off your brain when it comes to the weekend and think, oh, it doesn't matter about weight loss. I'll get back to it on Monday. It'll be fine. I'll still lose weight, even though I have some treats at the weekend. Don't do that. Be intentional. Decide what you're going to have at the weekend. Yes, have something more like junk food, but still stick to your calorie budget. Track your weekend food. Don't pretend it didn't happen, and when it gets to Monday, be disappointed that you've gained weight again. Mistake number 5 is basing your meals on healthy whole grains. We've all heard it. Get your whole grain pasta, your whole grain rice, and then you'll be healthy. It looks good for your heart. It's simply not true. Men can get away with eating grains as part of their regular meals, but women can't. We need to focus on nutrients. We don't have as many calories to play with as men. So the nutrients that we do consume need to be jam-packed, and there's no comparison. If you compare grains with something like fruit or veg, there's way more nutrients in fruit and veg. So we should be replacing those whole grains with fruit and veg that are very nutrient dense, very low in calories, and massive in quantity, so they can fill up your stomach and make you feel full and satisfied, reducing your hunger, reducing your cravings. Cut out those grains almost entirely, or have them just as treats, but don't base your meals on them. No pasta meals, no rice dishes. Think protein and veg. That's what your meals should be based on, or protein and fruit if it's a sweet meal. If you want to know how to structure your plates, check out my video on food platters, where I tell you how to make savory platters, sweet platters that don't require any cooking. Mistake number 6 is not keeping yourself full and satisfied. A lot of people think that they can starve themselves and easily lose weight, but you get to a certain point of hunger where you just lose complete control and you can't help it. It is so difficult to resist when your body is screaming at you. All of your senses are enhanced. Your sense of smell can smell food from a mile away. You can see the food over there. You can imagine it eating the food. It's so difficult to resist when your body's screaming at you. You're starving, you need to eat. So you need to keep your hunger more in check. Don't let yourself get absolutely starving before you eat. Yes, you want to have a certain level of hunger, but a nice level of hunger. You just want to be able to enjoy your meal because you've got a nice light feeling of hunger, not an intense, I feel like I'm going to die if I don't eat something. I've got a really bad stomachache. I'm feeling weak and dizzy. You never want to get to that stage. So the most important thing you need to do to keep yourself full up is base your meals on lean protein that's low in calories and high in protein. And I've got a whole video that explains the 20 best lean protein sources that you can eat. Another thing that you can do to reduce your hunger naturally is take a natural supplement like Berberine. When I started taking Berberine, I was finally able to stick to my calorie budget without feeling totally hungry and feeling like I could just eat 2 dinners. It's been an absolute game changer for me. And I'll put a link to the Berberine that I consume in the description below. Mistake number 7 that I have made over and over again when it comes to weight loss is to be too extreme about the types of food that I'm eating and not extreme about sticking to my calorie budget. I have followed all of the particular types of diets. I've been a vegan, a vegetarian. I've tried keto, low carb, paleo, no sugar, no gluten, no grains, raw food. And all of these diets have very specific rules about what foods you can eat and what food you can't eat, which some people do find really helpful. And it does help them to cut out junk food so that they can feel healthy and feel better. So I'm not knocking them completely. But when it comes to weight loss, they can be more of a hindrance than a help because it makes it too restrictive. And when you feel restricted, you feel deprived. And when you feel deprived, this is not a lifelong pattern. What I suggest you do is have personal rules that you stick to, which also allow for flexibility. For example, one of my personal rules is that I allow myself to eat 20% of junk food in every single meal and snack. This allows me to make my food, my healthy food, very super tasty and have something that's indulgent and makes it extra tasty. And when my food is tasty, that means I'm going to stick to my diet for life and I'm going to keep the weight off. I'm going to lose it, keep it off because my food is absolutely delicious. It allows myself to have a swirl of strawberry sauce on top of a healthy yogurt or a little sprinkle of cereal on top. Not basing my whole meal on grains, on cereal, just having a little sprinkle on top of some lean Greek yogurt with some fruit added in there, or making a healthy dinner with some lean protein, some vegetables, but a store-bought indulgent sauce like a Stilton creamy sauce, but not loads of it, just enough, 20% of the calories of the meal, so that I absolutely look forward to eating that dish. It is so tasty. And if you would like help planning the start of your weight loss journey, I'm currently running a 50% off sale in my Shredders Connect store. You can get all the templates that you need to plan your weight loss journey, keep you organized, and get those habits established, which are going to automatically lead you to weight loss success. Let me know in the comments, what mistakes have you made when it comes to your weight loss journey? I would love to know. And now it's time for you to go and get absolutely shredded.